professor can look at all this appraisal and see whether we can have an external examiner look at you. Maybe since the intern is going to be 3 months, every month we have a good assessment. We will review you to see how much you have learned, and then you're able to communicate back to the professor of all the challenges. And if they see that it is something which is also related to the industry, and if the deviation of whatever you're going to learn from a structured organization to so-called unstructured organization like yours, if there are small gaps, I think it is something that we can compromise. I think this is a good idea, because at the end of the day, the internship, sometimes when you work for another organization, they treat interns as part of social responsibility. Yes. They will put you in one of the corner. Your job is just to photocopy and photostat only.
So I want to ask your opinion, because right now I'm still in dilemma whether I should proceed like the others.
I think you explore if your professors talk to your dean. I think this is a good business model. If you're able to make sure that you have the right structure for supervision. If the structure is acceptable to your professors, it is something that they can evaluate, then they can see an assessment of your performance as an intern, evaluated by an external examiner, evaluated by the other independent directors, then it's okay. But if your board consists only shareholders, no independent director, then it could be a conflicted position. So the assessment can be done by the independent directors of that organization, because independent directors are not shareholders, they are not related to any of the family members, they are independent. But most of the small organizations, they do not have independent directors. That is the challenge, because we want to be sure that the assessment during your internship can be qualified and can be quantified to see that you have completed a program in internship that will benefit you in the long term. Yeah?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much. I enjoyed this session. And before I leave, I would like to extend my humblest apology during the course of my presentation. If I've hurt anyone along the line, saya mohon maaf. And then saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Thank you, Dato' Azhari, for the informative lecture and for sharing your knowledge with us. To proceed, now may I invite Professor Dr. Amir Akramin to accompany Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Bergud on stage for the presentation of souvenir. Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Bergud will now present a token of appreciation to Honorable Dato' Mohamed Azhari Kamil. Thank you, Honorable Dato' Mohamed Azhari, and thank you, Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Bergud, Professor Dr. Amir Akmani. With the souvenir presentation, we have come to the end of the program. Once again, we would like to thank Dato' Mohamed Azhari for spending his precious time with us today. Thank you, Dato'. May I now invite all the VIPs for some light refreshment. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All the VIP. Attention to all the students. Attention to all the students, please wait for a photography session. You can come down to the stage. Attention to all the students, you are invited to come down towards the stage for photography session.